In commercial insurance in particular, every company has perfected their own process. And over the years, that process got more and more complicated, and over time got more and more different than the other guy. And so where we believe there's most room for efficiency is standardizing that process of commercial insurance. Because at the end of the day, the types of businesses doesn't change dramatically. And the insurance companies, although they're very unique and different and special, still are trying to underwrite against the same type of risk exposures. I believe that there's room for efficiency to eliminate the different procedures, the different ways of submitting information, the different ways of getting information from insurance companies. I believe tech can really help in the inefficiencies is the process of gathering information and submitting it where it needs to go. We're finally able to standardize the question sets, use things like APIs to post and retrieve questions. What that means in real time or in real life is the ability to take various processes of submitting applications and automate that itself. So rather than going to different tabs, different screens, different emails, sometimes using fax, sometimes different forms, you can feed everything through one simple application and based on appetite, based on eligibility, submit it over to all the different places. Each individual insurance company knows that it's sometimes difficult to submit an application through and for an underwriter to review that information through. So they build ways to make that more efficient through managing the process. Over time, they've introduced things like agent portals where it becomes a little easier to log in somewhere, click it through, do it through a web app. The complexity that introduces is that every different insurance company has their own different twist on it. And so you run into situations like one company wants to know how long you've been in business. The other company wants to know year and date incorporated. Essentially being asked the same thing, just slightly differently. And that's passed down to the distribution channel, which is then passed down to the individual business that's applying for the insurance. So the way to combat that, some companies have built their own exchanges or marketplaces to try to streamline it, but there isn't a ubiquitous tool that is able to offer a smooth master question set solution across the entire commercial insurance experience. I think commercial insurance will largely be the same. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. The thing that's going to probably change dramatically is the distribution of it. And what I mean specifically is I don't believe, or we don't believe here, that the insurance agent goes away anytime soon. What is going to change and what is going to be different in 5 years than it is today is how that insurance agency, that distribution, that brokerage looks. So rather than a person in a suit or something more formal sit down at a table like this, it's more digital. It's more through text, through email, through phone calls, through FaceTime, and less physically in person, which then leads to more people behind computer screens able to process more information, more applications, more inquiries, more things individually.